why didn't you turn the lamps on? We're talking real business here, not shabby works to be kept in the dark.
Cut it! The old fart must not find out what I'm about to tell you. You hear me?
Calm down. Marduk may have complete control over the Akkadian Guild, but he's not the type to plant agents everywhere. Besides, it's about justice. About something we have to do, isn't it? All the more fitting to talk in the light.
Turn the light on. I've looked into your leads. The old fart's definitely working with Korg under the table. He's involved in pretty much everything. Korg's lockdown on Rostach, their management, and ban on development. Korg is the very reason why Rostach ended up like a hellhole. And now the old fart is still licking their boots.
I was just as surprised when I learned the news. Have you asked him personally? I'm curious about his story.
No, I don't want to spook anyone around. We're not getting anything from him, even if we ask the question in person.
Oh, then what's your plan?
I'm not that kiddo who knows nothing other than following him around anymore. I'll seize power for myself and make him pay for his betrayal.
Really? Well, your decision aligns perfectly with my own interests. You have my support. Oh, one more thing. Have you given any more thought to my previous suggestion?
Overwhelming us. We were drinking at the same table the other night, and now they're all against us? Resistance, soldier, resistance my ass! I thought we were just bounty hunters. To hell with this shit. Betrayers deserve to rot in hell! Where's our big bad boys? Get them over here! Are you nuts? Kingu's the one leading them. We must move now or else.
Kingu? You mean... Oh? So you're saying I'm spilling my brother's blood for some family squabbles?
Boss, when did you...
Traitors get what they deserve in Akkadian, and I don't give a damn if that's my son. He should have known better when he decided to turn his gun against our people.
Oh, yes, boss.
Now get more firepower over here and take that bunker out! Target confirmed. Initiate operation. The enemy is here. Prepare to fire. The Falcons lure out the enemy. Die! Clobber them! Can you dodge it? This is what you get! You commanded well, Just like I used to back in the day.
This is Jackal. Communication request received. Awaiting instructions.
So the dog hidden behind your mask still doesn't like me, huh? Want me to give it a fix? The soul data stored on the access key is far more valuable as research than as a pet.
My apologies. I won't let Upu interrupt us again. Your orders?
You seem a little anxious.
If all this Akkadian infighting continues, even more people will die. We must put a stop to this as soon as possible.
I like your attitude. But may I remind you that saving lives is a secondary objective. What's more pressing is that the order brought by Korg is maintained.
What's the mission?
Okay. The intel from our informant says the Akkadian Guild needs a little while longer to muster its forces. I am highly confident in Marduk's ability. He would win out, even with the few men he has now. However, the longer we wait, the harder it will be for things to return to normal. So to expedite the process, I'm going to help him tie up some loose ends.
What do I need to do?
The Resistance Army recently stole some Korg supplies and stored them up in the container zone. I want you to find them and destroy them.
Did Kingu say the truth? Is the boss?
Who gives a damn when there's a battle to fight? I didn't join the guild to be Korg's dog.
I just didn't expect the boss to do something like this.
I wonder if you recall something over 10 years ago? Some kind of great disaster? Someone in Kingu's circle says that Korg did something horrible in Rostach. A lot of people died.
I don't remember. All I know is Rostach being a much better place before Korg arrived here. Hope we wrap this up as soon as we can. My wife and children.
think we can defeat the boss's troop? If Kingu's story is true, then Korg may still have his back covered.
So what? They aren't the only ones with help, are they? My mother died of starvation because of Korg. It pisses me off to think how our boss has been controlled by Korg all this time!
Jackal here. Mission complete.
Good job. You're an asset to the team.
One question, ma'am.
Speak.
Is Korg behind the rebellion?
Jackal, you never used to ask questions that had nothing to do with your mission. Just get in position and wait for further instructions.
When are the reinforcements arriving?
The message has been sent, sir. But it'll take time to assemble everyone.
I need the time now!
What are you yelling at, boss?
Bastet? I thought I told you to stay in the drinkery. How many more times do I have to repeat myself? Newbies are to stay clear of the battlefield.
But I'm here to share the good news!
Go on then.
The other guild leaders have just arrived at the drinkery. They assured me that their people will be ready within the next 3 days.
3 more goddamn days? Does that sound like good news to you?
I mean, bounty hunters usually work in pairs, 3s tops. If you want to organize them like an army, that's going to take more time.
So, they sent some little girl to deliver the conclusion, so that I wouldn't rip them a new one?
I volunteered, actually. They all looked like they were attending their own funeral when deciding who to send, so I said I'd do it.
Shouting at you isn't getting the reinforcements here any quicker.
Don't be upset, boss. I'm sure you can win even with the people you've got now. You don't need reinforcements.
You're underestimating Kingu, while I'm not. Now get back to the drinkery, and give those old asses a whip for me.
Yes, sir!
Boss, what do we do now?
There are options, even when we're outnumbered. Have you learned anything about their combat style?
They came well prepared. They went straight for our weak points and acted as if they knew what we were going for.
Prepared, you say?
Kingu's commanding them after all. That kid's a veteran of schemes. You know it better than us.
What about their troops?
Most of them are young brats who chose to follow Kingu. I'd say they barely know how to aim. but they work like an unholy machine when they fight. For a second, they were retreating, and the next second, they were all in position firing at us. It was tough.
We fall back.
What did you say? You mean we hand over the station? What about the supplies?
It's only going to get harder for us if we push on like this. They're prepared, with all of the station defenses they got inside. But we're not. Without reinforcements, we'd just be throwing away our lives for nothing.
Why don't we just outflank them and take out their command?
Not a bad idea, on paper. It's just one thing. You guys suck at team fighting, and I'm not a babysitter. Once they go for guerrilla tactics, our split forces won't be able to locate them. Furthermore, the enemy's not fighting us head on. If we stay, there's gonna be losses one way or the other. So the option is to retreat for now, and let them have the station. Once we're at full strength, I'll come and take it back. But until then, you guys can do me a favor by not biting the dust. The only problem is that the enemy will definitely pursue us as we retreat. Okay, we'll do it in small groups and different directions. Once their forces get scattered, they won't be able to pose much threat. We'll reassemble at the western entrance to the station. I'm going this way. The rest of you choose your own routes. If you worry you're gonna piss yourself escaping alone, then come with me.
We're not babies in diapers. We know when to run for the hills.
What are you all laughing at? This is not a skirmish anymore. It's a full-blown war. There's no shame in running for your life. So get behind me if you want.
I'll follow you, boss. Not because I'm scared, just to take some pressure off you.
Yeah, good. Let's go. The rest of you, listen up. The faster the better. Remember what I said. Small groups only, and don't turn back. That's an order.
Kingu, I have confirmation that the guild reinforcements won't make it by tonight.
Just as I expected. What's the old fart's plan?
The boss said he wants to fall back.
Oh, then he's smarter than I gave him credit for. He's gonna fall into my hands otherwise sooner or later. I assume he also divided his people into smaller groups?
Wow, you know him like the back of your hand, Kingu.
I don't have time for this kind of crap. Answer the question.
Oh, yes. He ordered a staggered retreat. The routes were assigned quickly.
Has he arranged for anyone to cover his ass?
Surprisingly not. He insisted on retreating in small groups, and they all obeyed.
So, it means we won't be able to inflict any kind of meaningful losses. However, do you know which route the old man's taking?
Actually, I volunteered to join his group. Nailed it.
Excellent. Keep him close by.
Got it.
If he's retreating, do we really need to keep on like this? I just don't see why the fighting is necessary. You already know the old man's in cahoots with Korg. All the other guild leaders would support you once you made it public. That would spare all of these deaths.
How can someone so much older than me still be so naive? Have you never wondered why I only told my confidants about it? And specifically instructed them not to breathe a word before we act?
Because...
He's an old fart, true. But he's also a good leader. A leader who has a lot of loyal followers in the guild for all these years. Do you really think they'd believe a word I say if I jump out of nowhere shit-talking about him and Korg? Not to mention, they'll alert him of my plan and we'd end up in direct confrontation. A couple more lies from him would be enough to make me a clown. In other words, The other guild members will only believe it if it's coming from his mouth. And all these deaths you spoke of are the tools to pry it open. Understand now?
Yes. I understand.
Others can run as they want. All I need is you, old fart. Squads 1 through 7. No, all teams, convene at that location. Be prepared to carry out my orders. Your only objective? Capture Marduk alive.
Battle formation! Advance! The enemy is here! Prepare to fire! Falcons, lure out the enemy! I'm getting excited! Die! Let's have some fun! Clobber them! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! This is what you get! Ha ha! All units stand by! Act on my signals! The enemy is here! Prepare to fire! Die! Can you dodge it? I said I'd be fine. Let's have some fun! Clobber them! Halt! There's an ambush up ahead.
We're in a dead end?
Someone informed on us. The other side's been watching.
What?
Boss, we and Kingu want an explanation. Our men will be here soon. You're not leaving.
You've pointed your gun at your brothers. Save the talk. The enemy is here. Looks like I still know how to fight. Falcons, lure out the enemy! Die! This is what you clobber them! That was a nice fight. Now let's head back and get some rest.
No wonder we couldn't shake them off. The rendezvous point isn't far. We can make it!
No, we can't. Watch out!
We're late. Drop your weapon and surrender, old fart. I'll let everyone else go. I don't want to repeat myself.
You brat.
Boss, call the others!
Don't bother. We've already blocked all comms in the vicinity. Your people will just take it that the situation's out of control. They'll follow your order to the letter and never come back.
What do you want? The guildmaster seat is yours once the boss retires. Is a little patience too much to ask for?
The usurper? Is that what I look like to you? After all this shit? This old fart knows damn well why I've led my people out of the guild.
Well played. You did even better than I expected. But I regret to tell you, son, the game is not over.
Enemies approaching from 10 o'clock!
4 o'clock! Enemy fire!
What the hell's going on?
This is your lesson for the day, son. Don't treat your subordinates like pawns. A conceited man makes for a poor leader.
You piece of...
Yes, you set up some barricades. But do you really think that's going to stop veterans like us? We could tell where your people were heading the moment we caught sight, and that they were coming to surround me.
So what? You ordered them to fall back in small groups.
And you thought they'd continue to obey my orders to the letter, even after they'd learned I'm in danger. Your troops' discipline and your tactics really did catch us off guard. Whereas my men never listen to a word I say. They're a disorganized rabble. It's tough to command them, but on the flip side...
You used yourself as bait! You fooled even your own men!
That's right. My bet was my men would disobey me. That's the nature of bounty hunters, you see? They don't give a damn about tactics, but they are loyal until the end. Not every one of them is a good boy, I gotta say, but I always adapt my tactics accordingly. That's where a brat like you still got a lot to learn.
Shut up! You're still surrounded! Instincts, huh? You think your men can save you? You'll be long gone with me by the time your ragtag gang arrives.
Huh. That's not yours to decide, boy. Whether or not I can last is up to me alone. Battle formation! Advance! Ha ha! Clobber them! Let's turn it into a hunt. One down! Let's have some fun! Looks like I still know how to fight.
Let's leave this place now!
Anyone else around here, come with me!
Boss, that wasn't my idea of fun, I must say.
Cut that shit! Check the comms and see if it's back online. Let the others know we're not retreating. It's time to fight back. We only have one shot at this, so it better pay off. Don't let that brat get away! The enemy is here! Prepare to fire! Falcons, lure out the enemy! One down! This is what you get! Clobber them!
Boss, I'm so glad you're all right.
What about Kingu? Did you see the boy?
He just came past this way. We couldn't stop him.
Tell the others to relocate. He's our only target, and we must get him. Falcons, lure out the enemy! Taste this! Ha ha! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Let's turn it into a hunt. One down! You must have come from the outside. Where's Kingu?
Straight ahead, inside a cover. We chased them all the way into the container zone. Almost lost them. They put up a stout defense on the other side, though. Breaking through is not gonna be easy.
I'll take care of it. I said I'd be fine. Falcons, lure out the enemy! Ha ha! Can you dodge it? All units stand by. Act on my signals. Die! You commanded well, just like I used to back in the day.
Boss! Kingu is right behind those containers!
Halt! Watch out for snipers. I want eyes on all exits. Someone find me a loudspeaker.
That means we're completely surrounded.
Kingu, they're here. What should we do?
Keep calm and wait for my instructions. Maybe you are a better commander than me, old fart. But I need to win this one, even if I have to cheat.
I'm giving you one last chance to surrender, boy. Get our heavy weapons here. These containers aren't as strong as the bunkers. We can blow them up.
Boss, you sure you want to go that far?
He'll be expecting it.
Troops, follow me! What the hell is that?
A weaponized AGI mecha? Run! Battle formation! Advance!
Boss, the rebels are back with that AGI mecha. We're gonna lose the station like this.
Who cares about the station? Run for your asses, all of you! I'll buy you some time.
Boss.
Get out of here! Falcon, lure out the enemy! Looks like I still know how to fight! You... Can you dodge it? Let's have some fun! All units stand by. Airspace control! Ha ha! Can you dodge it? All units fire at will! Clobber them! Ha ha! Falcon, lure out the enemy! How is this pile of scrap still moving when I've wrecked all the joints? Is it self-repairing? Ha ha! All units stand by. Airspace control! Can you dodge it? Looks like I still know how to fight. Ha ha! I said I'd be fine. All units fire at will! Falcon, lure out the enemy! Anyone else in the station? Get your asses out of here! Let's turn. I'm out of my limit, so you better be quick! Ha ha! Can you dodge? Clobber them! Let's turn. Looks like I still know how to fight. All units stand by. Act on my signals. Taste this! Let's turn it into a honeycomb. Falcon, lure out the enemy! Ha ha! I said I'd be fine. All units fire at will! Looks like I still know how to fight. Clobber them! All units stand by. Act on... Taste this! You commanded well, just like I used to back in the day.
I think it's time we had a father-son chat.
Ungrateful brat.
Jackal to HQ. Something's happened. The Resistance army has a military-grade AGI mecha and succeeded in their counterattack. The Akkadian Guild has fallen, and the station is back under Resistance control.
A military-grade AGI mecha? What model?
One I haven't seen before. Must be black market. It had far more firepower than any standard AGI mecha, and its mobility was not impaired in the slightest. I think it might have something to do with the person I'm hunting.
A twist to the story. Anubis, your mission has changed. Eliminate Kingu, and as soon as possible.
Say again.
Did I sound like I was joking? The Akkadian Guild has no hope of defeating something so powerful. Our only option is to take out Kingu. Without him, their army will fall apart and that mecha will be little more than scrap iron. Is that hesitation I'm detecting?
Negative. The entire resistance movement is headed up by Kingu. If something happens to him, there's no predicting what all these thugs will do. There'll be anarchy, and innocent people will get hurt.
And?
They might be opponents on the battlefield, but Kingu is still Marduk's adoptive son. Marduk wouldn't take kindly to his murder.
Rostak's people are none of my business. As for Marduk, it depends on how clean a job you do of it.
I am an enforcer, not your personal assassin.
So you're talking about principles with me. Is that what your adoptive father taught you? Did he not tell you that an operative must obey orders? Jackal, you have no right to question my judgment. You have always impressed me with your obedience and your execution. I trust this time will be no different.
Copy. I'm on my way. My deduction was correct. Finished. Problem solved.
It's your end. Eat it!
Left no one behind.
When did you start negotiating with Korg? 1 year ago? More? Or was your arrival in Rostak already part of Korg's scheme? The Korg blockade of Rostak needed an agent. That was you, wasn't it? You're not denying it. So, I'll take that as an admission, no?
Where the hell did you...
That's not the question, old farts! You should know. I mean, you know better than anyone that Korg is the sole reason Rostak ended up like this! It's ridiculous. Everyone trusts you so much. What turned you into Korg's lapdog?
Lapdog. Just do what you must, boy. Or are you in the mood for this old man's story? If you believe you're right, what's the use of talking? Do it!
If I kill you here, the Akkadian Guild would never accept me. And stop calling me boy. I know what it takes to be a leader. The goods I have with me are proof of your business with Korg. The other guild captains are gonna take a while to get here. I'll deal with you once they've arrived.
What are you going to do?
Show them all the evidence of your crimes. They'll know that you're nothing near a leader of the guild.
Kingu! Something's happened!
Spit it out!
Right! Someone's destroyed those supplies you told us to guard.
What? What about the guards?
Whoever it was knew what they were doing. They knocked everyone out before the alarm could be raised.
Damn! Lock the old fart up. The rest of you, come with me!
Yes, sir!
That pendant. Is he one of my fathers? Does it feel different for a son to lose his father than a father to lose his son? Jackal, to HQ. I've lost the target. Mission failed. I'll take full responsibility.
That would imply you no longer have a 100% success rate. That said, you've still got the highest of any of my agents. We'll discuss your punishment later. I'm not the one who smashes up the lab just because one experiment went wrong. Go to their headquarters and meet with my informant. I'll then tell you the next stage of your mission.
The boss got caught? That kiddo ain't up to something too drastic, is he?
Shit! If only we got here sooner! Marduk and I have been fighting side by side since that boy was in diapers. I'm gonna give him a talk!
Right after he captured the boss last night, he locked down the station in Container Zone and refuses to talk to any of us. If we make a move, who knows what he'll do to Marduk.
Why don't we send a team to sneak in and bust him out?
The kid's crafty. I sent someone in to scout around and found not one clue. We need to locate the boss before anything else.
Bastet.
Hey, be good, Boo. How does it feel to see your partner jump out of thin air?
I specifically noted I need no partner for the task.
I know, but...
You're the informant.
Bingo! It wasn't my idea. The director ordered me to come here. Not that I mind. I'm happy to be your partner as always.
I'm more effective when I work alone.
Oh? Were you effective on that last mission? Oh, wait! Don't you want to find out the director's instructions? First things first. Can I just check if Kingu really captured the boss?
Yes.
Is he okay?
I don't know.
Then I can only hope. He was always kind to me, a real nice guy.
What are the director's new instructions?
Oh, she said since that idiot Jackal didn't kill Kingu like she asked, we can at least work out a way to rescue Marduk. Don't give me that look. Those were her words, not mine.
Marduk is the key to stability in Rostak. I'm going to get him out of there. But that doesn't mean we can help him defeat the Resistance army like this. We need to find a way to deal with that AGI mecha. I've sent back images of it. Did the director work out a solution?
She didn't mention it to me. Besides, the R&D team went on their long leave yesterday. She's instructed to rescue Marduk and get him out of Rostak by 9 p.m. tomorrow night. If we don't think we can make it in time or can't make it at all, then we abandon the mission and get back.
Abandon the mission? Then what are they going to do with the fights in Rostak? Getting Marduk out of the city won't solve anything.
I don't know. The director just said that the swamp is going to be cleared by the end of tomorrow. And that's it. Now, my job is simply to help you with the mission. What are we gonna do first?
I don't need your help to complete this mission.
Anubis! I promise I won't get in the way. You've seen my profile, right? I might not be experienced, but I came in top in all of my classes!
That's not what I worry about. This mission will be a tough one, and bounty hunters are no easy customers.
Neither am I.
Did the director send you to spy on me?
It's not spying. She's just worried that you might not follow her orders, so she told me to keep an eye. I'm being honest with you. I'm not planning on doing anything like that. Whatever your plan is, you get my full support.
Why?
Because you're my mentor ever since I joined the department. I only ever see the director once or twice a year. And I know you have a sense of justice. You never do bad things, do you? Wait a second. You're not planning on such things, are you?
No. Around 10 years ago, my father died in a covert mission. I never believed the explanation for his death in the report. During the last mission, I found out that Marduk was on my father's team at the time, but the official report stated that the entire team was wiped out.
So you want to save Marduk and find out what really happened to your dad?
Also, it seems that everyone in Rostak hates Korg to their very core. I want to find out why. If I'm going to get to the bottom of it, I'll almost certainly stumble across info that the department doesn't want me to know. It will be a serious breach of the rules. As your captain, it's my duty to inform you of all this.
Okay, I get it.
I'm not going to apply pressure on you. You're free to do what you want.
Okay. I'll think about it. Okay, I've made up my mind. You said I can do what I want, right? Well, I want to be your assistant. I'm worried about Marduk, so if there's anything I can do to help rescue the boss, I'm in. And if you want to investigate Rostak, you don't just need an assistant who already knows everything about this place. You also need someone who's an informant for the director that can help cover for you. Am I right?
The department launches an internal investigation afterward. I'll take full responsibility.
Deal. You're better at handling these things than me anyway, and I'm just a rookie here. I don't have the reputation of the famous Jackal to help me. Secret plans, shady organizations. I never dreamed my first real mission would be so exciting! You're excited too, aren't you, Woo-Boo?
I'll do my best.
Time to pick some fun.
Let's head out!
We're going to find out where Kingu is holding Marduk. Means intel is crucial. The Jack of Hearts over there is Rostok's most famous intel trader. Nothing in Rostok escapes him. At least, that's what he says. But his info has a price. You need to beat him at his card game.
Can't we just take him with us and hear straight from his mouth?
We need to keep a low profile, don't we? If we make a move against the Jack of Hearts here, everyone in town is going to be on to us. Anyway, I've heard that the Jack of Hearts only shows up when someone agrees to play against him. Apart from that, no one ever knows where he is.
I'm not good at cards.
What? Don't you play when you're off?
No.
Should have expected that. No bother. Leave it to me. The registration fee? The Jack of Hearts might as well be robbing us.
How much is it?
20,000 Einsoft coins.
Use my card.
What? I don't want to spend your money.
It's for the mission. Don't worry, I can get it reimbursed.
You'll not see your money down the drain. I promise!
I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Although, first things first, there are no refunds if you lose.
I know the rules.
Excellent. Shall we begin?
Mr. Hearts, since I won our match, I believe there is something you owe me. I want the info.
Ah, to be young again. If it's information you want, I don't think this is the best place.
That makes sense.
You've got a sharp mind, young lady. Meet me at this address in 1 hour's time, and I will give you the information you need. But you must come alone.
Okay.
I didn't think you'd be brave enough to come, miss.
Huh? Why did you change your clothes? You look like one of those bounty hunter riffraff.
Of course I make more of an effort with my attire when the public eye is on me. At all other times, I want to attract as little attention as possible. My services are in high demand after all.
I suppose you're right. There's no one around, so I guess we're safe to talk.
What information is it that you're after?
I want to know where Marduk is.
Oh. Everyone in the guild is looking for Marduk right now. If I hold on to his location for a little while longer, I'll make a killing when I sell it.
Are you really backing out of our deal? Think twice about it. If word gets out that the Jack of Hearts didn't keep his end of the bargain, how many people would still be willing to risk playing your game?
And why do you think I brought you out to such a place, miss?
It's snack time for my wasteland fiend.
Dual flow. I can get even stronger. Chase for the
See? I told you to get out of my way. They're here. Stay sharp. Is that the best you've got?
I can get even stronger.
I bet that hurts!
A victory. Of course.
Anubis!
I told you. Interrogation is the best method.
I know. Why do you think I agreed to come meet him here? You didn't think I was the one being tricked, did you?
Wait! I don't know where Marduk is, actually.
After the ruckus just now? Pull the other one.
Oh! I confess! I honestly have no idea of his whereabouts, but I have clues that'll help you find him.
Well, I'm all ears.
Everyone knows Marduk is a pretty straightforward guy, and he likes making new friends. Not all of these friends are the reliable types, though. The Rust Arena King of the Ring was good friends with Marduk, and the two often met up for a chat over some drinks. But for some reason, he defected to Kingu's camp a few days ago. He was the one who tipped them off that Marduk was coming to the station. He's now among the top brass in the Resistance army, enjoying Kingu's trust. The man's gonna have something to tell you about Marduk.
You sure? I've heard of the Rest Arena, but this is the first I've heard of Marduk being friends with the King of the Ring there.
Stop! You can have another piece of information from me, for free, of course. The real King of the Ring at Rust Arena is actually just a crazy old drunk. He couldn't find any worthy opponent in the arena anymore, so he quit the ring. I only got it from Marduk because I learned Marduk himself is a drunkard, so I bought a few bottles and went over to join them. I tell you, that cost me one hell of a hangover.
Sounds like we're getting somewhere.
How can I get that King of the Ring talking?
Have you heard of the Copper Duel? Both sides put all their money and liquor on the line and fight until one falls. Of course, you can also bet with something else of value. Information, for example.
So it won't end until someone's down for the count?
He won't accept ordinary challenges, but he never refuses a copper duel.
Got it. Leave the arena to me.
Not like I'm going to do it for you. We both play to each other's strengths, don't we? I'm good at cards, you're good at combat. Look! That's the famous Rust Arena! As you can see, there's no actual boxing ring here. If two people decide to fight, they just find some space and get started.
Sounds like an affray.
Let's just say it's kind of a daily pass. If you're itching for a fight, you can find someone to have a warm-up bout with. I've heard the prize money is quite generous, and it'll help offset some of the registration fee.
Dirty money. I quit.
You don't have to be such a stickler.
The mission comes first. It's dangerous here. Find somewhere safe and stay out of trouble once I've located the target.
I know. I'll do nothing except be your cheerleader.
Wait for me here.
Roger!
Never seen your face before. What do you want with me?
Are you the King of the Ring?
King of the Ring? Save it. They did call me that. But back then I got paid to fight. I was good at my job. That's it.
I'm tired right now, so you can piss off with your assignment.
I want to know where Marduk is.
Marduk? You? How am I meant to know that? Like I said, piss off.
I'm not asking for a free favor, so I'd like to challenge you to a copper duel instead.
Looks like this kid got a few screws loose. You're not leaving unless I accept. Are you?
Copy. I'm on my way. Your end. My deduction was correct. Let's go. Boop boop. Eat it! Finished. An opening. It's your end. It's your end. It's your end. He's finished though. Eat it! None will escape.
Seems I'm now even older than I thought. To lose to a brat like you.
I did not mean to offend. I only hope you keep your side of the bargain.
Save it. You're just like Marduk. He also gave me a good beating before putting on his fancy airs.
How did you and Marduk meet?
I moved here many years ago because of the rumors of big underground fighting scenes. And I wanted to score big. But a few months after I got here, a disaster plowed the city all over. Something I hope never to see again.
A disaster?
You didn't know? It's fine. Everyone else around here is also like they got this part extracted from their brain. And they think I'm out of my mind whenever I start talking about it. Maybe I am, but Marduk never called me that. One day he brought some wine over, and we had a good chat. He helped me find a job. Then we became brothers. After a while, I kept my promise to him and stopped talking about the disaster. I became a sane person again. But even if I didn't speak about it, I still got it in my mind. The disaster started with that gray Korg tower.
A gray tower.
You asked about all this because you're with Korg, right?
How did you know?
Marduk told me about it when we were drinking once. About how people who've received military training from Korg all have the same telltale fighting technique. Your disguise is good. If we didn't fight, I wouldn't have been able to tell. I should have turned and left as soon as I figured out you were with them. But I still finished the bout. You know why?
Why?
Because, apart from that characteristic style, there's also something of Marduk in the way you fight. The way you've tweaked some of the basics. The way you stare at your opponent's weak points without acting on them. Exactly the same. That's precisely why I always lost to Marduk when we sparred. He always said a good friend had taught him how to fight. He said the man was like a brother to him.
That good friend of his was my father.
I see. Why are you digging for Marduk?
I want to save him.
What?
Huh?
A Korg kid wants to save him. Looks like Kingu was right. Marduk is in cahoots with Korg.
So you betrayed Marduk?
So what? He betrayed me first. But I lost the copper duel, so I'll stick to our arrangement. Marduk is being held in the restricted area on the south side of the container zone. Monsters are always lurking around there, so only maniacs go near. Whether you can do it is all down to you.
Monsters?
Remnants from the disaster. Korg used to keep it locked down, but now it's in Kingu's hands. Good place to hide something. Or someone.
Where is he being held exactly?
I don't know. I haven't been to see him since his capture.
Got it.
You can take this as well.
What's this?
Maybe it's because he's getting old. But Marduk was always worried something would happen to him. If he's gone, Rostach would be a mess. So he came up with the insurance policy.
Why are you giving it to me?
Well, I was supposed to give it to Kingu in Marduk's absence. Kingu is the insurance policy. Of course, we never dreamed that Kingu would be the one to turn against Marduk.
But you defected to Kingu's side.
I know, but I still owe Marduk this much at least. It's not anything personal. I don't hate Marduk or anything. How could I? He's been the only person who's cared about me for a long time. It's just... I hate Korg more. So I'm giving this key to you because you want to rescue him. And I won't tell the Resistance Army about you. That makes me and him even.
The kid sent a message yesterday saying he won't talk to us until all of the guild is here. He might as well just say he's never talking to us. Most of them are coming to help us deal with the Resistance Army, but I know some of them won't be back for a while, at least.
What are we waiting for? Chase those refugees out and scoop up everything in the container zone. We'll be guaranteed to find him.
First, we'd risk killing Marduk. Second, I don't want the boss yelling at us once he finds out, you imbecile.
You little... You know the drill. We settle outside. Get out!
They're not gonna fight for real, right? At least we don't have to whisper anymore if they are.
Whoa!
Keep your voice down.
Oh. I found the restricted area that guy mentioned. It used to be a Korg outpost, but now it's completely under the Resistance Army's control. The strange thing is, anything about the restricted zone is top secret, even for Korg. And I can't even get a hold of a map, let alone anything else. I've asked around in the guild, and the only thing I've been told is that it's somewhere to stay away from.
Looks like we're just going to have to go in blind. Let's move.
Oh wait, there's more. I found out where to use the key the King of the Ring gave us.
That key is crucial intelligence. We should have kept it hidden somewhere safe.
What's the value of a key if you don't know what it opens? Anyway, I asked around, and it turns out that there are personal deposit boxes inside the Akkadian Guild's public vault. I managed to open one of them with the key, and inside I found... this!
What is that?
I know it's weird, but that's all there was in the box. Shall we give it a listen? I really want to know why Marduk would lock a record away.
I suppose we should obtain as much information as possible before we make a move.
There's just one problem. You won't find record players in Rostach. Except... like I said, a lucky day for us!
If you're listening to this record, it means you've had to take over from me. However, what you're taking on is more than just the position of the boss. On the second floor of the drinkery, you'll find an emergency transmitter I've hidden somewhere on the shelves. The password is the date I adopted you. Use it to contact the head of Korg's R&D, a vile woman by the name of Parakaiser. You can get food, transist, and other supplies you need from her. She'll arrange a time for you to go send someone to pick them up. This is where Rostak gets its supplies from. But they don't come for free. You'll have to do something for her in return, which she'll tell you when you go. If you want to know why I've been working with Korg, you can ask her then. From now on, you'll be responsible for maintaining contact with Parakaiser and working with Korg to ensure Rostak gets the supplies it needs to survive. Or you can reject their offer and choose to do what you think is right. I don't think I've made the wrong decision in seeking their help, but I won't deny you if you think I'm wrong. Now that you're the boss, it's up to you to decide.
Meow. What do we do now? That was a lot to take in. I can't wrap my head around it.
First, we make a copy.
Okay. And then what?
Find Marduk. I've snuck into the container zone before, and I can do it myself.
Acting alone again? Not under my watch.
What needs to be done next has nothing to do with intelligence gathering. It's war.
Yes, I'm aware of it. And from what we've just heard, I know that what we're gonna do is a big no-no. Korg might suspend me for disciplinary violation, so you're trying not to get me into trouble. But I'm kinda concerned about the risk of you letting your emotions get in the way of the mission, and to see it through, I'm requesting to join you as your partner. It's written in the Special Ops Partner Code. You know? The one your dad wrote? There's no time to waste. Let's go, Anubis. And you too, Ubu.
Whoa!